In this lesson, we are going to learn how to find a unit rate. So if you take a look at this first example, $3.75 for 3 pounds of birdseed. Looking for the unit rate is basically like finding how much would it cost for 1 pound of birdseed. So to do this, I always like to start by writing these situations as a fraction. So I'm going to take the $3.75 over 3 pounds of birdseed. So the fraction bar means to divide. So really to find the unit rate, what we need to do is the long division. So I'm going to set up my long division. Top dog goes in the doghouse. And we're going to go ahead and work out this long division. So 3 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, you get 0. And bring your 7 down. Notice I didn't bring the decimal down. The decimal only goes up. 3 goes into 7 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract, we get 1. And bring down our 5. And 3 goes into 15 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. Subtract, and you get 0. So the answer is $1.25 for 1 pound. So again, what the unit rate found for us is how much would it cost for 1 pound. Get another example. So in this example, we have 3 pounds of cheese for 4 pizzas. So to find the unit rate, what we want is how many pounds of cheese would we need for 1 pizza. So to do this, I like to start by writing it as a fraction. 3 pounds of cheese for 4 pizzas. Okay, so that fraction bar means to divide. So we're going to set up our long division. Top dog goes in the doghouse. And now we're going to divide. So 4 goes into 3, 0 times. I'm going to add my decimal here with some zeros. And again, I'm going to bring my decimal straight up. 4 goes into 37 times. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract, you get 2, and bring down a 0. 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract, and you get 0, so we're done. So what this means is 0.75 or 75 cents for 1 pizza. Oh, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. I'm messing up my units here. What this would be, it would be 0.75 pounds for 1 pizza. So 0.75 pounds of cheese for 1 pizza. All right, let's look at another example. So we have 826 miles and 14 hours. So what this is really asking us to find is how many miles would you go in 1 hour? So again, we're going to write this as a fraction. 826 miles in 14 hours. And that fraction bar is telling us to divide. So we're going to set up our long division. Top dog goes in the doghouse. And we're going to start dividing. So the first thing we need to know is how many times 14 goes into 82. And if you're not sure, you can always guess and check. So let's start with 14 times 6 and see what we get. So that would be 84. So that's too big. So we're going to do 14 times 5 and see what we get. And we get 70. So 14 goes into 82 5 times. 5 times 14 is 70. Subtract, and we get 12. And we're going to bring down the 6. So now we need to know how many times 14 goes into 126. So I'm going to try 8. 4 times 8 is 32. Carry the 3. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11. 112. It looks like we might be able to get another one in there. So let's do 14 times 9. So that's a 6. Carry the 3. So it is 9 times exactly. 9 times 14 is 126. Subtract and you get 0, so we're done. So the answer is 59. So again, what we just found is it would be 59 miles for 1 hour, because the unit rate is all about finding out how much it would be for 1 unit. All right, let's look at one more example here. So in this example, we have $10.50 for 3 pairs of socks. So Again, I'm going to write this as a fraction, $10.50 for 3 pairs. So the unit rate is asking how much would it cost for 1 pair. So again, this means to divide. So I'm going to set up my long division, and I'm going to bring my decimal straight up here. Okay, so 3 does not fit into 1, but it fits into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract, we get 1, and bring down your 5. Notice I did not bring the decimal down. 3 goes into 15 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. Subtract, we get 0. And we have one more 0 to bring down. 3 goes into 0 0 times. So the answer is $3.50 for 1 pair. So those are some examples of how to calculate unit rates.